Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322. and this video serves as an update to the fastest Criminal Enterprises DLC videos where I show the best fully upgraded Criminal Enterprises DLC cars in terms of lap time and top speed. For all the information you need about this series, check those original videos, but otherwise, let's see where the new Weevil custom falls into that list. So when converting the Weevil at Benny's, it turns into a Weevil custom, and it goes from a mediocre compact class car to a surprisingly impressive muscle class car. The 105 lap time that it gets puts it in 11th place for cars from this DLC as a whole, actually just ahead of the non-HSW Vigero ZX, but it's also good enough for 3rd place for the muscle class, in the same tier as the Dominator ASP, which is the 2nd tier for the class. It can't hold a candle to the Buffalo STX or HSW Vigero ZX when it comes to lap time. Still, that's pretty impressive for a car that struggles to turn. So why does it get such a good lap time if that's the case? Well, it's all down to its straight line speed. The Pariah has finally been dethroned as the fastest conventional car in the game for top speed. That now goes to the Weevil custom. Obviously by conventional car I mean without rocket boosts or HSW upgrades. So it's 1.5 miles per hour quicker than the Pariah, and although it's never going to be quicker than it in any race even with a single corner, it is interesting to see a change for the top spot in that regard. It's 3rd place for the muscle class for top speed, just behind the 2 HSW cars of the Arbiter GT and the Vigero ZX, although it is a good 20 mile per hour down on the HSW Vigero, but it is a good 10 mile per hour quicker than the previous best conventional muscle car for top speed, the Pisswasser Dominator. So it's kind of crazy how it's jumped quite significantly in terms of top speed for the muscle class when taking in, removing HSW cars. Now for these comparisons, I've stuck it next to the Buffalo STX here because that's still the #1 muscle car on old gen and PC, and it also shows a good comparison between a car that can actually turn the corners and a car that can't. Obviously the STX is almost like a sports car in the muscle class, but just remember that for those on new gen platforms, the HSW Vigero ZX is even quicker than this. This car, the Weevil Custom, is basically what things like the Peyote Gasser should have been. Proper drag style muscle cars. In past instances, Rockstar have never really given those cars enough power, so they end up just being slow cars that can't turn very well and aren't even that quick in a straight, like the Peyote Gasser. But that's absolutely not the case with the Weevil Custom. It's as close to a proper drag car as we have in vanilla GTA so far. Like I said earlier, it's in the same tier as the Dominator ASP. Technically, it gets a slightly quicker lap time, but which one will come out on top will be hugely track dependent. The ASP will leave this behind easily if it's a corner heavy track. Likewise, it won't stand a chance on a track with too many straights. So, you won't want to be using either of them in any random muscle car race anyway, since the Buffalo STX and the HSW Vigero exist, but certainly the Weevil Custom is a fun car to drive. It'll certainly be fun for some races, and it might be interesting to do A-tier muscle car races with these two very different options available. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Consider supporting on Patreon or become a YouTube member if you want testing results early. And remember to read the description for more info, comment with your thoughts, like the video if you enjoyed it, found it helpful, and subscribe for more. Thank you all so much for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.